And here we are, we're getting ready to start the game. Both players are ready. We're going to start any second now. The countdown will begin. And we are going outside. We have both players on screen right now. Goojila from Korea playing Protoss today. Legend from China also playing Protoss. The map is going to be Outsider. And this game's going to be starting any second now, just waiting for the final countdown.
You know, they are very ready. We saw Goojila in the server earlier, and they were waiting, and they said, we may have a few more minutes before it starts. Instantly, he went out, and you know what he was doing. He was trying builds, getting in there quickly, trying different things at the beginning of his game to see if it would change it up at all. And basically, these players know what they're going to do with economy right off the bat. So it's that mid-game, after you see a lot of goon work, that's going to come down to that tech.
Yeah, both players, as you said before, they were given a little bit extra time from the delay.
Yep.
And we're going into the game now. Countdown is starting, and we're going straight into it.
Outsider SE, ladies and gentlemen, WCG Grand Finals in beautiful Los Angeles, California. Thank you for tuning in, and everybody who can be here today. We do have Goojila versus Legend as it starts off on the map. Looks like we have a 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock spawn to start on that one.
And here we have Goojila spawning at the 5 o'clock position on the map. Here he is on screen. And he's feeling pretty confident for this game, I guess. Koreans dominant throughout StarCraft.
Yes, they are.
And the thing is, with Legendary, we don't really know how much he has been practicing for this tournament. I mean, with the Chinese scene, we don't really know what they get up to. I have heard he's been playing a lot of StarCraft 2, which could affect his play within this tournament. But did he decide to practice Brood War for this tournament or continue with StarCraft 2? We don't know, and we will see throughout this game.
In very different games, based on economy and everything as such, but making placement in the Korean finals for World Cyber Games is multiple times harder than actually this global challenge because you have such a densely packed caliber of high competition in that area that, you know, coming out of that tournament, you can actually feel like you have some sort of a cushion, but you can't get that complacent because the competition will still be top-notch while you're here.
Yeah, both players have so much experience. Legend, go, go, go. That both players have such experience with playing on stage before. Like I said, Legendary is a very old-school player. Both have played in multiple tournaments before. There a lot of coming to the World Cyber Games. There is so much pressure playing on stage, being in that booth, being having a live audience. But I don't think really both players will be affected towards that. The gateway has gone down now. He's sending out the scout. Both players identical builds so far.
Yeah, it is, as they are going identical. Like we said, here comes the scout, and this is going to be very big once they're able to get inside the base. They will see each other coming from those positions, and actually seeing him come from the bottom of the map, he may know to quickly go down there because they're scouting at the exact same time. Like we said, they're doing the same thing, so he's going to say, same timing. He can only come from that direction by now, so he knows directly to go for there. He's going to get that sight right away.
Yeah, Legendary did scout in the right direction. Gas has gone down. Gateway now just finishing. Same on the other base. Gas being put down a little bit later. And here we go, the probe has gone down. Unfortunately, he did go in the wrong direction to start with, but that won't affect too much in this game because, I mean, it's so easy in PvP because you need a Dragoon to actually kill the probe. You can scout for a long time.
Right, yeah, you can just run that scout along. We can see what he's doing right here, put another pylon in. He's already got that gas up, moving quickly, just giving information out right now, but as he mines, he's just going to be able to quickly build. We're seeing here as he finally gets to his base on the left side, Goojila will figure out finally
look at this mana pylon being placed there by Legendary. That's actually going to stop Goojila mining as efficiently. Because that pylon's there, it's going to block around. And look, the Zealot is now attacking. It's going to have to get rid of that pylon as soon as possible because it is delaying the mining process for Goojila. Core's been down, the scout is going down. It's going to take a long time, like I said, to get rid of that probe because you do need the core out, and then you need to get the Dragoon out to get rid of it.
Indeed it will, and actually when you pointed that out to me, I saw it. I didn't exactly realize it right away. It was the opposing pylon, and that does actually screw up the rotation for the probes to come back and get minerals, and that will really mess it up. Maybe 50 to 70 minerals, but still, that's another build, that's another unit for Legend to come out with, and Goojila now not so much behind. They're still pretty much even and even. The game really to go to when those goons come out and that mid-game start for the offensive.
It looks like Legendary has only got, the second Zealot is out now, chasing around. 2 Zealots out, the same for Goojila. Identical builds so far. Both on 21 food, 3 minutes into the game. That probe does take a hit, but look at it, it's just moving around. The core is now finishing for Goojila in the base, and he will be bringing out Dragoons now. Will he start to research range? I don't know if he will or not.
Actually, it started spinning right as it dropped. We got range going down on Legend's side as well as Goojila's, so it looks like we got 2 of those Zealots out on Goojila's side. We can see again.
And look at that right there. See how he put that pylon down? He put that pylon down, and it pushed the probe through the back of the base, so he can actually build from there. And that basically denies any chance of Legendary going to the back of the base to do any kind of fast expand towards there, forcing Legendary to build at the front.
As yes, we're moving out right there. We got 3 Zealots coming out here. Will be seen, though, in a mid-game rush from the Drag, and he is going to be able to micro that unit, attacking those Zealots, and you'll see Goojila pulling off of that instance because the Dragoon has the upper hand in this situation.
Yeah, he's having to pull back. Now, the Zealots are going back. A Dragoon is coming out now. Is he going to engage? No, he pulls back just in time. He's going to have to retreat to his base now as they both have Dragoons out. Range is making right now, and we will have Robotics facility going down before the second gateway.
And definitely. So we saw that tussle right there in the beginning with units up on the side of Goojila. Why didn't he try to pressure that? Is it just going to be too much for him once he gets actually to the base of Legend?
Yeah, I think it's going to be too much. I mean, he doesn't really have a sufficient enough army to deal any damage, and because on this map the ramp on the start of the base is so small, it's extremely easy to defend against. And the probe finally goes down from Legendary in his base.
So Goojila mining up top, waiting to get that up. There it is, trying to force through with the pylon, and he gets it.
And look at this, sorry, compared to what we saw in the base before, he kept that probe alive, and now he can go into the base of Legendary and scout exactly what he's doing. On the Dragoon, is he going to get it down? No, it carries on, he's going to scout, and he does see the second gateway. That's huge.
The scout is just flying through right now. That probe getting a lot of information, and Goojila now very happy with that situation. He was able to run it down. You can see Legend not liking that too much, kind of pushes out to defend that expansion, and we're going to see if he can get that up and start his economy.
And this is going to be, look, as I said, we saw the Robo Bay out. It wouldn't surprise me if we do see an Observer into Shuttle, and that is Gojilla's playstyle. He is nicknamed the Red Shuttle, playing red in this game, actually. But he's named that because of his micro with the Shuttle, always moving around, and because of the red comes from the HP bar, because it always gets away in red HP.
We'll have to see what these guys are doing until he gets that Observer out, and he can really just get an eye on the map. You can see a force of Legend in the middle, just kind of hanging right there, making sure nothing too much getting in, rather. And we're just going to have these guys mass units right now until they figure out really where the tech is going and how to defend that on each side.
Yeah, the third gateway going down now, and the Robo Bay just starting now, and the Reaver is out. The Robotics support is out as well. This means we're going to see a Reaver, and this is the red shuttle we were talking about before. Like I said, the shuttle is red, so it's going to be moving around. They're not going to do a ton of harassment. Does he have enough to defend against any form of harassment, though?
You know, that's a really good thing on Outsider because of that long choke point to get into the ramp. It is a ramp by itself, but there's a plateau right on the outside of that makes it a little bit longer to reach around. So going by air, in and out of this, he can harass from the front, go in going close, pull him back out of the way, and then drop somewhere wherever he wants in the back and just start playing on both sides of his opponent.
Yeah, and here we go. I think that is the Observer moving out now, and it's going to be moving into the base. But that expansion right now, technically, Legend is in the lead with the economy. He's got such a large economy now compared to Goojila. But Goojila does have the shuttle out. He's going to be getting that Reaver out anytime now, and will be sending it across. He's got quite a lot of army. He will be looking to expand soon, but he does need to do damage to this expansion.
And there he does see it, and we're going to have to see. He does see the opposing force that's sitting there. Goojila, however, with that low economy, has put investment into what he's trying to do here, so that low economy hopefully helps him in the long run with his return on that investment here. We're just backing up into the base, possibly trying to draw in Goojila for an attack on that expansion and then show what he actually has.
Yeah, he's got to be careful though, because he might not have enough units, because all his money's gone into the economy. He's got this expansion out, and it looks like he's pushing out now. Gojila's going to move out. He's going to use the Reaver and the shuttle to do large amounts of damage, while his Grand Army is going to be pushing on that expansion. And Legendary really needs to hold this. If he holds this, he's going to be in great position against Goojila.
Both of them know it's like a trigger in their brain. Movement needs to happen, and here we go. They are getting around the map. That Observer obviously giving a lot of information right now to Goojila, and he moves his swarm of units differently right now, balling them up right in front of his base. It is going to be a little bit different movement, so the micro in this game is just that much harder because goons don't really like to walk around each other.
Yeah, and here we go. We are going to have an engagement right now. Does he have enough units? The Observer goes down. That's huge as well. Nice there by Goojila taking that down. Double Reaver. Wow.
Very big. That Observer did not get to see that double Reaver right now. So the red shuttle is out and about. Detrimental damage to be done if Goojila, a.k.a., can do the damage here. Zealot going in, kind of being an observer, just seeing what's going on, and it looks like we're going to have a 1 o'clock flank here if he can get all the way down there. It might wait until he gets to that nexus, or he's going to go base to base.
This is great. The way he's positioned his army right now, Legendary has units on his natural and his band. He's going to do a counter attack, go straight in the base. Gojila's going to have to pull back. No, he's actually going to go straight for this.
He might go straight for it because he has that shuttle, that Reaver, or no, the Reaver right there actually with them, and they are going in strong here. Dragoons backing up on the ramp to try to get that upper hand, but no go. Base trade here, and it's going to be detrimental if nobody pulls back.
Oh, look at that damage. Look at that Reaver doing so much damage. Goojila, but at the same time, Legendary's in the base. Oh my god, all these units go down so fast. The shuttle is out, doing so much damage. I don't know if he's got probes being pulled.
He is pulling out the probes. The economy will go on stop for now, and we could see a GG coming out here. They do have a formidable force in each base, and they are doing a ton of damage. That Reaver, I believe, is down now, so the Dragoons and the Zealots to do all the damage with an all-in from the probes coming on the right.
Well, I can't believe this is happening. He's pulling all his probes across so he can keep them with his army. I mean, he doesn't want to lose the probes. They are so vital to keep alive in this kind of situation. But what a base trade. But I'm not sure if Legendary has enough units to actually, when they come together to engage again.
Well, right now the economy is still high on both teams. They can rebuild in another part of the map. They both have over enough to grab a command center, Nexus, what have you. Both of them going for the Nexus, obviously PvP. And the damage, they're just trying to take out those units, take out the supplies so they can't create those economy units. And right now it's still trying to build the Nexus, going up. Goojila continues to try and stay on this.
Goojila, that's great play by him. Just keeps calm. This is showing his experience as a professional player. Keeps calm, understands the situation, moves out, just builds a Nexus, no problem, keeps all his probes alive. There are some probes there, but there aren't that many probes there for Legendary. And Gojilla's looking in a pretty cool position right now.
That he does. Like you said, he pulled all of his probes. They weren't in the all-in. They were just coming over for the fun to watch it happen as they take down Legendary's base. But both of them pretty much starting from scratch after this happens. They got their Nexuses going up. They're going to have their next pylon going up to quickly supply all those units that they can't right now.
Yeah, I mean, their supply, they are both supply box huge now. They lost all the pylons, finishing off the base now, and they are back to square. And look at this, he's actually building his pylons already, getting that pylon count straight up.
Yeah, he did go for that pylon farm right there. You can see another pylon getting taken down. So it's just a tit for tat right now as neither of the tables turned on that one. It's like they absolutely traded. They knew it. Nobody wanted to GG. And right now, like I said, we're back at 0-0 on the time clock to start this.
And it's so close as well. There's 51 supply versus 45 supply. The only difference is them Reavers with that shuttle because they're going to do so much damage. You know, one hit from them and they just melt Dragoons, especially with the army backup as well.
Indeed, still moving around, trying to find all the observers, not giving an eye right now to Legend. He doesn't want to give him an upper hand. It's pretty much the fastest to do what you can, but like you said, that Reaver really giving him the upper hand, and right now he could do some damage with that and a little bit of harassment, but I think he's going to choose to build back up, and they're going to go at it again once they have a formidable army.
It's just crazy. They actually swap bases. I mean, they're
right?
Completely switched over now, and they're having to start again. It's like the game reset only with units.
So now that they have a few units out, kind of like an overtime start here, you get a few units to start with to go at it. They're going to build up those units again. They got to get their gateways to even produce anything. So like we are bare bones at the moment. The observer to see everything that's happening, and without the robotics bay of on Legendary side right now, he's not going to be able to see everything that Goojila is getting right now.
Yeah, no, he can't. That's the thing that Goojila's done so well in this game is sniping observers. He took out 2 or 3 in this game, and that's great. And he's pulling ahead now because of that switch with the probes. He transferred a lot more probes than Legendary did, so he has a bigger economy right now. And that the longer this game drags on, the further ahead he's going to get.
Very much so. You know, neither of them going for that much tech. They could only get to Dragoons at that point. They went for the Reeve, and they were going to keep it at that. As he was going in, he thought he had the GG. So we'll have to see if they try to just go basic gateways out here and start just force uniting each other on the ground. I don't think we're going to see too much air.
And it looks like Gojila's pushing out now. I don't know if he's going to be enough damage, but then Reavers are going to be vital as long as he keeps that shuttle and the Reaver doing damage. And it looks in the bottom left-hand screen, it looks like there is a shuttle movement, and that's going to be crucial because the shuttle isn't going to be there to defend against this.
Yes, and there it is right there, probably carrying some forces. We do see now Goojila coming in. There's a Reaver. Gets all 4 of those Dragoons, those Scarabs that come out, do a detrimental amount of AoE damage, and that's why the Reaver is such a good unit to drop, pick up, and play harassment with.
Yeah, and that Observer just gives sight up the ramp, and he's going to be able to do a ton of damage. It looks like he's going to go back, looking around. He sees that he has this economical advantage. There's no need for him to go in. It's up to the losing play in this situation to come take the lead back.
It really is. Goojila right now on the upper hand with mentality and force and confidence in this game. He's moving around, trying to clear out the map right now. Make sure, obviously, there's not going to be any expansions at this point. He's not going to have to worry about scouting those. But he is making moves right now, and he is actually sending his observer around to see if there is another expansion so far from Legendary.
Yeah, I want to see what's happening down the bottom. The pile. Oh, Citadel of Den going down. That's great. We're going to see the speed come out. I don't know if he's going to go for Dark Temple. It's kind of a bad situation to get that out.
Yes.
We do have the shuttle moving down. Spots that pylon. He's probably going to take it down.
Yeah, he will, because like he said that before, he can hide behind there and come out whenever he wants to get a free scout, a free anything, or even start building and proxy units into his base. Right now, both these guys building that economy, and here we go, a little attack on the supply, some harassment from Goojila onto Legendary.
Yeah, just cleaning out the rest of Legendary's base, you know, in Goojila's new base.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. He's pulling ahead now. 63 food versus 50. He's got a lot more probes. The observer spots them Dragoons going down to the bottom left.
And yeah, like we said, still with that observer, he can spot everything he wants. It's a free scout right now. No detection by any of these players at this point. We got this match going down. Goojila versus Legend right now here at your World Cyber Games Global Finals. That's the Grand Finals. 58 countries participating in this. Right now we have Korea versus China as Goojila takes on Legendary in that match, or Legend, sorry, in that match.
I mean, what a great game to open up, the StarCraft tournament. What a great game. It starts with the base trade, and we do see the Templar Archives going down, and the expansion as well. So we are going to see Storm coming out, and the expansion goes down. He is so far ahead right now.
That Psionic Storm could prove very useful. He's going to cluster those Dragoons as they try to come into the base, and like I said, that plateau right outside of the base is also going to hurt that offensive push if he can get his Templars right at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, if he has the Templars out, they're going to do so much damage. Because Legendary is behind, he doesn't have the same tech as Goojila does. And that's going to be crucial, especially when they meet. Goojila just moving around the map, making sure he has complete dominance, map control. Legendary is stuck in the bottom right-hand side of the map. He has no sight range, he hasn't got an expansion, he doesn't know what's really going on. The observer, as you can see on screen now, is only just going up. So that now he will only be able to make observers from that, and then he'll be able to scout, but he's so in the dark.
And here we go. We could have something huge from Goojila. He looks like he wants to make an offensive push here. He has one Reaver to do a lot of work. Doesn't see anything as he drops that Reaver, kind of using his shuttle on the pickup to see over the ramp, what's going on. Nothing yet, and he's no units there, so he doesn't want to attack just yet.
Oh, we do see DTs. Ooh. DTs are coming down. And he's going to be moving into the base, and it depends. Is he going to get that observer out in time to actually spot these? Does he go to the base to find out what's going on, or is he going to use it in a defensive matter?
Like you said, not reteching fast enough, and he sends a shuttle out to the left that is not an observer, moving too slow. So these DTs are going to be able to run around just unhindered right now for a little while. He's waiting for that observer to come out, just waiting for a blue dot to appear, and there it is. So he's going to have to do some work on that. He's going to move them into the left. They took out his observer, so he's going in blind right now. He's going for the economy, and he's going to try to hit this hard.
He's going to do as much damage as possible. The observer is out, and they are going to go down, but so many probes going down.
Wow.
Oh, so much damage, especially because he's on one base. He doesn't have that many probes. What a great move there by Goojila.
It really was, and to not send his whole force in at once, he knew that Legend was already behind just a little bit. That was going to hurt him that much more, so he's chipping away at this point at the game of Legend and the economy, and right now we can see that it's hurting. Legend was a little bit slower to attack, a little bit slower to just get that observer out, and we see DTs already coming off a fresh build of Goojila's side.
And the food count right now, 86 versus 63. Goojila pulling ahead now, showing his quality and experience as being a professional player in South Korea versus Legendary. And we are moving in for a push right now. Oh, nice save. The dropship goes down. The Reaver's going to go down as well. Oh, huge.
The back Reaver stays alive, though, and the shield of the Dragoons is going to try to keep that alive. However, another Reaver in the base on the top side of the ramp will stop them from pushing it any further. A pretty good trade by both of the players, and they will kind of hold off on the stalemate once again. But here we go. Some reinforcements, and like I said, not much air in this game. We're going to see a lot of ground.
I mean, look at that. Oh, great hit there by that Reaver, doing another hit. Does so much damage.
Scarab harassment.
The thing is, he has just the economical advantage right now. Oh, he's got to be careful with that Reaver. Oh, he picks it up just in time. Great micro there by Goojila, doing so much damage. He won't be able to
Reaver's gone. That Reaver is now gone for Legendary, so we're going to have to see here. They have the upper hand on the outside in range. Both the Dragoons also have range on both players' side, but those Reavers are just playing the game right now of harassment on that ramp.
Yeah, he's slowly picking off units one by one of Legendary. He has the expansion now fully running, enough probes down there. I mean, he's just got this superb contain. Legendary just can't do anything. He can't move out. It looks like he's moving a shuttle to the left-hand side to see if he can do any form of harassment.
Scarab getting stuck there, and this is one of those games where if you have a lot of money, it means you're losing. You need to be spending your money at all times, and right now, Goojila is doing just that, keeps reinforcing. Here's another pile of Dragoons to back up the ones outside the base. There they are, 4 to 5 more every time, and still he's building during the attack and keeping his micro going.
And look at that, these Dragoons going in, doing some form of harassment, also scouting, because that's all they're going to be able to do. The 4 Dragoons there, spot it straight away, and he's going to go down and see that expansion and know that he's so far behind.
Yes, once he sees that expansion and actually how many probes are already on it, it is that far behind, and he can just keep pumping out those units on Legends or on Goojila's side. Goojila taking the upper hand with that, getting that Reaver out just a few minutes before that Legend did. He was able to do that damage on the base trade that stopped Legend from a fast rebuild because he had to have so many probes back.
Yeah, and it looks like because of where the expansion is on the top left, there's no gas there, so you can't actually go super gas heavy, so that he had to delay leg speed for the Zealots. He's going to be pumping out a lot more Zealots now because Dragoons is so gas heavy and he doesn't actually have that much gas.
And now a third expansion going out as Goojila feeling very confident about the play. He sets that up, and here we go, a little bit of attack outside of Legend's base. It's going to be a heavy one. Fully Dragoons on the front. I do not see the Reaver in this gameplay right now, but the Observer is definitely giving Legend some help here and seeing all those Dragoons, and they're going to line up on both sides and try to do some damage.
And it looks like Legendary needs that pull, yes. He can't do it. GG call, well played by both players. Legendary right then, he just needed to do something. He was so far behind the economy, he had to go out no matter what. He couldn't just sit in his base. He had no minerals left. Great play by both players to open up the StarCraft tournament.
I mean, he could have stalled it there, but it really just would have been like preventing the inevitable. Goojila just way too strong in the army, and he came out very strong in the economy as well, putting up his third expansion as the game ended. And like we said, they flipped bases in the beginning of the game, making it an epic, beautiful first game here at the Global Finals, the Grand Finals 2010, and the 10th anniversary of World Cyber Games here in beautiful Los Angeles, California. We got another match coming up right quick, actually.
Yeah, we'll have that. I do have another match coming up pretty soon. It will be Flash taking on Infernal the next game. That's going to be a really cool game. Infernal fighting from Germany against the Korean #1 Flash.
Indeed, we got a PVT on that. Another match on Outsider, but just Goojila versus Legend. They came out with what seemed like the same army in the beginning to base trade, and they actually walked just inches from each other on the map. Knowing they were there, Legend could have gone back and somewhat saved his base, but that Reaver really gave Goojila the upper hand, so Legend went straight for Goojila's base. And that's going to be it for that game. We got the next one coming up, Flash versus Infernal, right quick here at the World Cyber Games Grand Finals 2010. Be right back.